So hello and welcome back to another video, guys, and that's my first video after Christmas. So first off, I hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas, a fantastic Boxing Day. I hope everyone got everything they wanted and more. But today we're back with my first video after Christmas. Here we go, exciting. We're nearly there. I've now watched Wonder Woman 1984, but I don't upload my review just yet because I wanted to just get this video up first, because now I'll be up to date with the DCU films and reviewing them. So here we go, Birds of Prey. I mean, I don't know what to call this film. The Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, because that is the original title of this movie. And then when it started to not make the money that not only the Warner Brothers expected, but also I expected this film to make a lot of money, and it didn't. So then they just changed the name. It's now just Birds of Prey. And on my Blu-ray copy, it still has the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, so I guess that's what the movie's called. I don't know who come up with this name. I kind of like it, but I know that it's just not going to sell the movie well. And, Birds of Prey, no one really knows who the Birds of Prey are that well, other than the big DC people. They were better off just calling it Harley Quinn. That was genuinely, if they wanted to make the most money and capitalise on this as best as possible, even though I think it's a bit boring, it should have just been called the Harley Quinn movie, or something like that, But anyway, hey-ho, here we are. This finally got made. From what I know, Margot Robbie had a huge involvement in this. It's directed by Cathy Chan, I think is how you say her name. Apologies if I'm wrong. And this has got a whole bunch of people in it. But at the helm of this, we are following the same character that Margot Robbie played, of course, in Suicide Squad. Now, we all know Suicide Squad wasn't a very good movie. But here we are with another film. And what do I think of this movie? Because it's interesting. A lot of people really hate this movie. And then a lot of people quite enjoy it. It's a bit of a mixed bag. I've never seen people in the middle say it's all right. I always sort of see people go, I really enjoyed it, or I hate that movie. And where am I? Well, actually, funny enough, I think I sort of am in the middle. I think this film's actually all right. It's better than what a lot of people say. I don't get the over-the-top hate. The film has a problem with its story, as in it really takes a bit of time to find its footing. Like, I wasn't sure where this film was going for a while. And some of the dialogue, of course, is a bit near. And a lot of people are unhappy that the Joker wasn't in this, which would be Jared Leto's Joker. I, for one, am over the moon he wasn't in this. I don't really care to see the Joker again. I feel like I've been oversaturated with Joker stuff. I'm a bit bored of seeing the character pop up all the time. Batman in the DC Gotham Batman world, there are so many amazing villains. And I really get bored of them just using the same one over and over and over and over, which is why I'm looking forward to Robert Pattinson's Batman. Because we're going to see a load of other Batman villains, some which haven't even been seen on screen before, some which have only had 1 or 2 movies before, and we're not going to have this one villain that has been shoved down our throats so much, and they've even given him his own movie, and I'm personally just bored of him. So I was fine with him not being in this movie. He didn't really have that much. He wouldn't have had that much of a part to play if he was in it anyway, just like his character was in the Suicide Squad. So, yeah. Instead, we've got the villain Black Mask in this, who I've never seen before. He's a new villain to me. And I loved him. I thought Ewan McGregor done a great job playing this really over-the-top, camp, angry villain. He was actually scary. Like, because you can put yourself in the position of someone who's in a room with him, and you go, yeah, I think I'd be terrified of this guy, because he looks like he could flip any second and kill me. And he has quite a quirky personality, so he was fun to watch. And all the characters were interesting, really. While they call the movie is Birds of Prey, the Birds of Prey are not really on screen together at all until the end. So it's a bit of a false title. But I want to say I love the look of this movie as well. I love the colours. I loved how much everything sort of popped. The action scenes were really great. The choreography was amazing. There's a scene where Harley Quinn breaks into a jail, and the choreography in it was really, really good. And the thing that DC does a lot better than Marvel, I think, is that the punches, they feel like they hit. In this movie, and a good example is actually Batman v Superman. When people get hit, those punches feel like they hurt. And I really like that about this movie. The music was quite good as well, a lot better than Suicide Squad again. I say that because obviously this film does sort of follow on from Suicide Squad. And yeah, overall, I just thought this film was actually quite fun. There are definitely some issues with it. There are some pacing issues. There's a lot of cuts in the movie where it jumps from one place to the other, 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 and you can get a bit like, there's so many characters and there's so many plot stories, little bits tying in with this story. It seems a bit too much at times. You know, and again, there's a girl in it, Cassandra Cain, I think her name is, the young girl, who it all kind of evolves around. I hope we don't see her in the next movie. You know, I just want to see the Birds of Prey next movie, if there's going to be another one, that is. But yeah, no, I thought this movie was fun. I thought it was. It wasn't great, obviously, but it was a lot better than Suicide Squad. And to be honest, it's better than quite a few of the DC films I've watched. I'm going to give this movie out of 10. I'm going to give it a 6.5. 6.5. So Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn is going to get a 6.5 out of 10 for me. Guys, this film is not as bad as some people make it out. It truly isn't. I don't get why some people were really hating on it. But anyway, I would recommend checking it out. It's a lot better than Suicide Squad. It's a lot better than a few of the other DCU films now. And it surprised me. And I'm still quite happy with the movie. And I've watched it 2-3 times now. And I enjoy it. It's a good time. But anyway, that is it for this review, guys. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message, and I'll see you all next time for Wonder Woman 1984. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.